Hey guys, so I got up this morning and realised that I didn't actually do a video yesterday. Sorry, but I will do a part 1 and a part 2 of today's video if you like. So today I think I'm talking about dreams because they are a very rare occurrence for me, and I actually had a dream last night. A dream that woke me up after 1.5 hours sleep, and then I did not get back to sleep, and I just had a really super strong coffee. And I should not have had a really super strong coffee, because the really super strong coffee that I have is absolutely foul, and I could tell that I was tired because I described the super strong coffee as disgustingly disgusting. Yeah, not exactly my most brilliant description ever. This dream, I'm going to tell you about 2 dreams this morning and 2 dreams later on. I haven't decided which other dream I'm going to be telling you, but I will tell you the one that I had tonight, the one that woke me up. So I was sitting in the office at my home in Gloucester, and I was on Google Chrome, that much is for sure, but the website that I was looking at was like purple and blotchy and weird, but for me that was apparently perfectly fine. I opened up a couple of tabs. I remember this specifically because all of them were purple and blotchy, and looking back on it at like 2 in the morning, I was thinking, that's so weird, why didn't I notice that that was not a dream? So yeah, I was on the computer, and then I believe that it was like 3 in the morning or something, because I think everybody else was asleep at that point, even though it was kind of light outside. I was there, and then I heard my grandma's voice, my grandma who lives 100 miles away from us, my grandma's voice come from upstairs. I don't remember what she said, but then I heard my sister's voice, my little sister Beth. I heard her voice saying, "Go away, Grandma, I'm trying to sleep." And I got up thinking, okay, I'm going to find out why my grandma is awake and up and moving. And I don't remember what happened next, but I remember in the space from getting to the office to the front door, which is like 2 meters, if that. In that space, I got from, it was like I apparated from the office to the front door, and then I was looking out the front door, and Mum was running around the side of the building, and my grandma was just leaning like nonchalantly against the wall. So I asked my grandma to come inside, and she sat on the staircase in our house, and then I said, "So what was going on?" I don't know why my mum was running around the wall and why she just left, but there we go. So I was talking to my grandma, and then my grandma was just like, "I felt I had to revise the angels." And I was like, "Revise? Like revise Spanish?" And then she said, "No, like review," which is weird because I think my brain must have made some connection about review and revise, because my phone automatically autocorrects the word revise to review, which is really irritating. But yeah, and then somehow that made me wake up, and then I didn't sleep for another, like, I don't know, what's the time now? 9 o'clock. 7 hours. But I was trying until 8 o'clock to sleep, so yeah, I've not had a very fun night. Although I did do some random doodles in the middle of the night, which I'm quite proud of. Let me just go and get them. So yeah, my mum was doing this prayer thing back in Gloucester. Well, obviously I am not, but when I posted on Facebook how irritated and stressed I was, this prayer thing is 24 hours, and the person who was currently praying at that time commented on my status and said, "Why don't you pray with me?" So I said, okay. And then I read Psalm 63, which was the one that's meant to be reading, because of verse 6, which says, "I think of you through the watches through the night," or something like that. So I read this, which I'm kind of proud of. A person on their knees, like in a very dry desert, because that's to do with the first couple of verses. You can just about see the sky up there. Kind of. Yeah. Can't really see it on this camera. And then the other one I drew was this. Yes. A bit further away. There we go. And this one I'm very proud of, because I actually drew a realistic looking hand. Granted, I did take a photo of my hand reaching out like that and then kind of copied from that. And also, that person, I did not have any point of reference for that. So I am proud of myself for this. And the other dream that I had, what other dream am I going to tell you? I think I will tell you about the one that is one of my earliest memories, which is weird that the dream is one of my earliest memories. But the thing with my memory is that I remember things that are like specifically disturbing or horrifying or important, and it tends to be like the important things that I find important, and disturbing and horrifying are not brilliant things. So that explains why I have this in my memory. My camera ran out of memory, so I had to delete a thing. Okay, I'm back. Continuing this. Right, so, what was I saying? Dream. One of my earliest memories. Yeah, okay. So, I know it's one of my earliest memories because, in my dream, my mum is pregnant, and that only happened when I was 4 or less, so that is a long time ago, and I remember her because she was sitting cross-legged on the floor in a completely darkened room, and I think at the time it was my bedroom, but I cannot be entirely sure because I am not sure about that room in my mind because it was the first ever house that I lived in, and that was a long time ago. So yeah, it's a completely dark room here, and the only light is coming from like, so if this is the room, it's like that, and the door is like here, and she's just sitting like there, and there's me and my sister here, and we're leaning on her, and she's cross-legged, and we're like leaning on both sides of her, and we're just staring blankly at this wall, and it's this empty dark room, the only light is coming from the doorway. And then I remember hearing the door unlocking, and then somebody coming up the stairs, and then just this blackened, silhouetted shape appearing in the doorway. And then, obviously, I must have woken up and been completely terrified and gone and find my mum or something. But, yeah. And I believe this had something to do with my dad, because at that point he was leaving to go to work before I'd get up and coming back after I went to bed. So that's a little bit weird that I must have had a nightmare about my dad. But there we go. So yeah, I will be back this evening, if I remember, hopefully I will, to do part 2, where I will have 2 dreams that are considerably more recent, and if you know me, then you have probably heard them before, if I'm completely honest, because nearly all of my friends have had the weird dreams conversation, and because I never remember my dreams, these are like the 2 dreams that I've actually remembered in the last 4 years. So yeah, I will see you later.